Hey, Divine Feminine, welcome to your reading. This is gonna be a timeless reading. Well, I'll look. I'm having an issue with this reading because prior to me getting into this message, I was just channeling. Right, I've been, testing out my gifts. Got the Erica Badu thing going for me. Like, keep this up. Keep in mind, I'm an artist. And I'm sensitive about my... Well, keep in mind, I'm an intuitive and I'm sensitive about my ish. Okay, I just seen 3-3. I've been seeing a lot of fours. Like 4-4-4-4-4. This is weird. Okay, so... Divine Feminine, the first thing when I first started channeling for our reading, because I resonate with the Divine Feminine energy as well. Let me light this Palo Santo because my sage done burnt out. I just had a little sprig of it, and it burned fast and strong, and it was hard. I mean, it was like strong. Okay. So the Chariot card is the first card that came to mind. And then I went to have my next thought, and automatically I got the song that came to mind was "Take Me to the King" by Tamala Mann. If you're not familiar with it, it's a gospel song. But she says, "Take me to the King. I don't have much to bring. My heart is torn in pieces. Here's my offering." But the way that I interpreted the message is that there's a death. There's a death of a mother. Okay, so then it made me pull some cards, and I got the death card, and I pulled some other cards. And I got to a few cards, and I seen the Three of Cups. And the Three of Cups is when the song was like even louder in my head. The Three of Cups, the way I interpret it with the tarot deck that I have, is like someone is going on to glory. Okay, someone is transitioning. So then I went ahead and I pulled a couple cards, and the only cards that I pulled was for this death of this mother. And I hate to be talking about this because I don't want to. You know what I'm saying? My condolences. You know what I'm saying? For real. I don't know if this has happened already or this is going to happen. But Spirit is asking me to deliver the message. And then they just want me to read. I mean, just give the message intuitively. I was like, can I pull some cards? They were like, no. Okay, so I pulled 3 cards. I flipped over the deck. The deck is the Four of Swords. The Four of Swords is a woman, a young woman. I was gonna say a black woman, but maybe a Latino woman. She's fair skinned, long hair. That doesn't necessarily have to be the description of this person, but I have the Page of Pentacles. I asked Spirit, I said, show me this energy for this mother. We have the Page of Pentacles, the Devil card, the Sun card. At the bottom of the deck, when I'm looking at the Four Swords, I'm like, Spirit, I don't want to deliver this message. I see the Five of Pentacles. Someone feels left out. Like, someone feels, and I don't want to say left out, but the Five of Pentacles, somebody is distraught. Like, distraught. I'm also getting, like, maybe that this person can't keep house, okay, is what I'm, like, somebody's going to be, something to do with the house, okay? Okay, sorry about that. So, we have this, I got the Page of Pentacles here, the Devil, and then I got the Sun card. The Sun card is like somebody's going on to glory. I'm telling you. And then I got like high voltage. The Devil card that I have here is Capricorn energy. It's not like the devil. It just can signify like toxic, right? Like maybe this person had a lot of toxic behavior. Maybe they do a lot of toxic things. And I'm also getting high voltage, okay? But I feel like this could be a young mother, okay? And then my daughter was in the living room at the time, and she just started crying out of nowhere because she said she heard some type of noise. I just seen number 4, 5, 6. I don't know. But yeah, so I hate to start this reading off with that, but I gotta give you the message that came, and I like couldn't move forward without getting that message out first. So I hate to start y'all reading off like that, Divine Feminine, or reading off like that. My condolences to whomever this energy is in regards to. We have the Eight of Wands here, so I feel like this situation is going to happen quite fast. Okay, you could be getting communication in regards to this quite fast. Could be a Scorpio, because I did pull the Scorpio card, so could happen in Scorpio season. I don't know. It was just they wanted me to give. It was like on my heart to give the message. Like, I'm looking at a heart right now, and it's Four of Swords energy. I do not like this message. I really don't like delivering this. I spent 6 minutes talking about this whole transition. Like, come on. Okay. Now, Divine Feminine. Now that we got that out the way, okay, I might timestamp this reading. It's 6:12 here. I'm gonna actually do the message. Okay, so I'm just blowing my Palo Santo, getting my Palo Santo back on, y'all, because we need to clear the energy. I'm gonna also put these tarot cards away, because they want me to do an intuitive reading with no cards. All right, so I do have the Moonology deck just because I like to have it. But yes, so Divine Feminine, what's up, boo? Okay, so we have the Chariot card. The Chariot card is the first card that came in my mind. It's like lightning. It's like I don't want to say like light. It could be. I feel like we're moving into a new cycle quite quickly. Okay, if you are familiar with spirituality, then you know there's different dimensions, right? And the dimensions as far as like the mind, okay? So you have the third dimension, the fourth dimension, and the fifth dimension, and then they go on after that. But the 3D is the physical plane in which we here operate on a daily basis. And then the 4D is like when you start raising your vibration, and that is more of a conscious level. Like you understand the constructs of the government, and you just become more aware. You're more awakened to the reality in which we live in, okay? And then 5D is someone who is like, you spiritual as fuck. Okay? Like you realize that you hold the power to create your destiny in your mind. You are a true alchemist. You are a true manifester. You are, I just seen 817, 818. I don't know if that means anything for anybody. And so you are a true alchemist, okay? You know how to manipulate energy. And manipulating energy is one of the things that you should definitely learn if you are on your spiritual journey. That means that you know how to, when you know how to flip the switch, right? You know how to turn it off and on. I want to say this. I feel like people who are highly spiritual don't need to practice any kind of like magic stuff, if you will. I don't want to cuss. You have your people who practice hoodoo, who practice voodoo, who practice Wiccan. You know what I mean? And there's nothing, if you really know, like if you really in tune, you really know what this spiritual journey is like for real, there's nothing wrong with that, because a lot of that stuff is energy. You know what I'm saying? It's all about cleansing space. It's all about being able to bring in new energy. It's all about being able to protect your energy. And it's actually called like natural magic, right? Or not natural magic. It's something like that. But and I don't want to take away from anybody who practices and say a true divine feminine, but I'll say that there is some point in your journey as a divine feminine when you really connect, and if you're connected to the Most High God, you operate the Most High. I don't want to say the Most High God, but the Most High raw source, divine energy, divine spirit. You can take when you're having a bad day and you're allowing the frequency of this 3D physical plane to kind of overtake what you know. You're a divine sovereign being, right, of the Most High. So you know what your path is. Like, especially if you're on your spiritual journey. If you're not, the more that you allow yourself to ascend and become conscious and start breaking down the confines of this 3D plane and really dive into who you truly are and who our power is, just saying 11:11, and what our power is, and understanding Egyptian, who the Egyptian gods and pharaohs and deities, like really, getting into who Horus, the sun god, for some reason I almost said Thor. I don't know why. We got Horus, Ra. Horus is the high. I'm sorry. Horus is the all-seeing eye, right? I think some people kind of associate Ra and Horus to be the same entity, as far as being the Most High God. But then you have Bastet, Sekhmet, Isis, Osiris. Like, you really know that you are a divine being of these gods, right? And you just kind of, your energy just reincarnates over time. And so it's like, if you operate in that power, you know that you don't have to have like a bad day. You know that you can have a good day. You know that your mind literally controls what you perceive. There we go. God, it took me all of that to get to that, y'all. It took me 6 minutes to get to the point that I was trying to make. I'm long-winded sometimes. But divine feminine is the Chariot card is about, it represents Cancer energy. I don't know if we're about to have a Cancer full moon or a Cancer new moon come up, possibly Taurus as well, because I keep saying both of them when I scroll through tarot. So most of the time, if I see something a lot like Libra, you're gonna see Libra a lot because we're in Libra season, so a Libra reading may resonate for you, okay? And if you really are in tune with your spiritual journey, you know that you can watch certain readings and that energy could be very well meant for you, even if it's not your sign and if you do not have that in your chart. Okay, so it's just going off your intuition and your feeling. All right, I just seen 333. I'm seeing a lot of synchronicities right now, divine feminine, and I hope that you are paying attention to the signs and the synchronicities that the Most High, your ancestors, and your spirit guides are trying to show you, okay? Because it is time for you to elevate. It is time for you to move forward. It is time for you to leave behind things that no longer serve you. And I feel like a lot of us have already started stepping onto that path. I also want to say this as a sidebar. Yes, we are in Mercury retrograde, but don't get it twisted, booski. Keep moving forward. Your mind needs to be that I live in the 5D. Your mind needs to be that I'm going after this. I know what direction I'm going in. I know I'm finna go get this. I know I'm finna go get that. Like, do not let your circumstances stop you. Okay? I had somebody make a comment to me today in regards to me posting about my business, and I was in the process of looking for another location, right, for my business. And so without me even saying, like, because this is how I operate, this is how my mind works, that even though you don't have the foundation solidified, you still need to be putting in the work, right? You cannot allow a circumstance, what it looks like, the illusion of, to keep you from doing what you are destined to do. So I was like, well, I gotta put out my posts. You have to be consistent being on social media and putting out your posts and educating your customers, your clientele, your potential clientele, your potential customers about what it is you do. Now, in someone else's mind, they're like, well, you don't even have the location yet to do this. But in my mind, I'm like, but I'm going to, you know what I'm saying? In my mind, I'm already putting the pieces together. And so, I'm still going to post. I'm still going to do that because I know that it is like literally opportunity meets preparation. Okay. So because I was prepared for what I wanted, the universe allowed for what I wanted to come. Okay. It is you meeting the vibration of what you're wanting so that you can receive what it is that you want. You know what I'm saying? But you got to meet the universe. You got to meet the Most High where you want to get to. Okay. I also want to share something with you too. I'm gonna say that for another time. If you feel like you've taken a break recently, which I will say, which you have, if you feel like you've taken a break recently in regards to like where it is you're like going really hard on a particular project or in your career, I feel like you're getting the momentum the energy is gaining momentum. It is definitely time for you to set up shop. It is definitely time for you to find a way to push forward. It is definitely time for you to get in action. I'm hearing that song by Jacqueline Carr, It's Your Winning Season. Okay, so Divine Feminine, if you are pursuing something, and let me tell you this, when it is something that when you have the right intention and you are manifesting from the heart space, key note is you are doing it with the right intention, Divine Feminine. It is going to manifest for you. And I really feel like it's going to manifest for you quite quickly, okay? So it's time. It's just time. It's very much time. I feel like they're like the doors. I'm just seeing I'm seeing the world card in my mind. I did a personal reading today, and the very first card when we were, speaking about this individual's finances was the World card. The World card is my favorite card in the tarot deck because it is a new freaking me cycle, and in the card you have all 4 elements. You got water, fire, earth, and air. Like, you need all of those elements to successfully be in your full power. It's like the woman is walking into this new cycle, like this tunnel of just like greatness, and she is surrounded by all these opportunities, and only if you it's like, and I don't want to say this because it's like only if you look hard enough, but if you're looking, it's like if you, and I don't want to say like if you're looking, but it's like if you're prepared, they're meeting you there, and these opportunities are here, and they're here by the buttload. Okay, I would also suggest listening to King Soon, KINGSOON as in Nancy, King Soon's Money Mantra on YouTube. It's pretty much like on all platforms, but I know you can definitely find it on YouTube. It is the Money Mantra. Definitely listen to that. And just speak that over yourself. Speak positive affirmations over yourself if you do not have any. If you follow me on social media at all, I will drop my social media links so that, you can get some inspiration, because this is our season. Okay, that song is just playing in my head. It's your winning season. Okay, it's definitely time for us to step into our power. It's definitely time for us to receive, what we're due. We've been putting in the work. We've been healing ourselves. We've been closing out these old timelines and these past life cycles. I'm hearing past life lovers for some of us. We're just moving forward in the most beautiful way possible. And it's almost, to some people, they're going to look at it and think, oh, she's lucky. Because you're doing it with grace and also with your head held high, because you know that you have faith. You have faith in the Most High, and the Most High is the one that's guiding you through it. Okay. But it's been a challenge to get here. It has been a challenge. 2021 has been a challenge for us all. It was 2021 adds up to 5. 2, 2, 1. It's 5. 5 is all about changes. There was a lot of changes that have taken place for everybody, globally at that. So, as we get ready to close out this year, we're in fourth quarter for us business heads. It's fourth quarter. Sometimes things can be slow, but fourth quarter is a stage of preparation. So when first quarter comes, you are booming, baby. We're going into balance and harmony. Libra season is all about balance and harmony. Okay, so it's all about being balanced. And with balance, their harmony should also be there as well. It's like where there's balance, there's harmony. The two meet, they're married, they're happy, right? So it just kind of makes you, more happier, because you can focus. You can focus on like love. Not love. Where did love come from? For some of us, there could be love. You know what I'm saying? New love, or Mercury is in retrograde, so maybe an old love, child. I don't know. Just use your discernment. But yeah, so with love and your career and family, and just finding a balance into even self-love, right? And being able to separate yourself from your work and from, and just going so hard, being a beast. Because as divine feminists, we have to balance out our divine feminine energy and our masculine energy. A lot of us women have been in masculine energy for so long because we've been like, I gotta go. I'm also here picking up the slack. So, for some of y'all, I'm picking up the slack. And that doesn't necessarily have to be from a partner or from lack thereof, but it could just be a generational thing, right? Where the women have always been so strong in our family that we didn't, that's what we inherited, is more masculine energy than, sorry, this damn mosquito. I was waiting for it to come so I could get it. But it's that we're balancing out the feminine and the masculine energy, because the women in our family have been so strong. And I'm also hearing headstrong. I seen a TikTok today where the woman was saying, we are feminine energies are needing to kind of do away with that masculine energy, because we always, I got it, I can do it, I don't need your help, I can do it by myself. And it just comes from the construct of not having a man to really step up and be a man, really step up and be, and people are going to let you down, right? Because there's people that we have let down, and it would be unfair for us to say, oh, well, I ain't never did that. I ain't never. But at some point in time, we have let someone else down. You know what I'm saying? So you have to take accountability for yourself, right? Because that's what this spiritual journey is about. It's about taking an accountability for yourself. But there is a need to be more in your feminine energy. It's time for us to receive. And that's the reason why the Most High is giving us more things that our heart desires. Like I said, love for one. You know what I'm saying? Because we're not meant to do it alone. Can we? Yes. Do we have to? No. So there is a need to, like I said, balance out the feminine and the masculine energy. Okay. I'm also picking up on the death card is popping up in my head. Heavy Scorpio energy. Like I said, these transformations could really be taking place in Scorpio season, or definitely be taking place. It could just be these changes that happen within the next couple weeks. Scorpio season will be here before we know it. I believe it starts on the October 23rd. It's September 27th. Before you know it, in 3 weeks, 4 weeks, we'll be at the end of October, right? Time just goes by so fast. So, like I said, there's a transformation that's taking place, and it's being given to us by the Most High, because we are doing the work to heal ourselves, and we are healing. Now, you're not going to become whole. We don't ever become just. We're not really broken. We're just needing to do away with generational crap that just don't serve us in this life. You know what I'm saying? And it's not going to serve our children going forward, our daughters, our sons. You know what I'm saying? So there's a need for balance to be restored. And that's definitely going to take place. Like I said, could be in Scorpio season, starting in Scorpio season, going through into next year, because we have that 222, which is all about balance. 2022, it's all about balance. Okay, it's about being balanced, and knowing how to have both masculine and feminine energy. And the masculines, they are learning how to be more in their feminine energy. Less of their ego and being prideful, and knowing, hey, I could give love to somebody, and I can receive love, and this is kind of love that I should receive. We should, as we look at ourselves and say, hey, no, I won't tolerate that. No, I'm not going to do that. Our masculines need to also be on the same way. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't want no man who don't know what he deserves. Like, come on. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't know what to do. Like, okay. When a masculine is not knowing, like, when he operating out of his ego in a prideful way, it's like he's just doing whatever because it makes him feel some type of way in his mind, not in his heart space, but in his mind. He's like, well, I'm that dude, I got this broad, that broad, and maybe I don't mess with no broads at all because ain't nobody got time for that, whatever the case may be. And then, with divine feminines, we trying to look. I can't fool with that. I can't go for that. You know what I'm saying? Type of energy. So it's just a need for both feminine and masculine energies to get on the same accord. There's a lot of unions happening. For some, they're going to be reunions. I really feel like, I want to say, like, I don't know if you're messing with a divine masculine who is incarcerated, but I really feel like there are a lot of divine masculines who are going to be freeing themselves, and that could be literally, or take figuratively, take it how it resonates, right? But it's like there's going to be like this purge, so that balance can be restored. Okay. Let's see. What else, Spirit? What other messages you have for the? Let me go ahead and pull these cards for the Moonology here to see what other messages Spirit has. I'm about ready to close this reading out. It's a little different from Divine Masculine's reading last night. If you want to check it out, you definitely can. You know, already loaded. Okay, let's see, Spirit. What messages do you have for the Divine Feminist? What messages are here for the Divine Feminist? Thank you, Spirit. All right, so we have the energy is gaining momentum and nothing is yet set in stone. But we have a mutable moon. So mutable signs are flexible. It's just flexible. It's just being, I feel like it's nothing is yet set in stone. It's just like there's a need to be flexible, right? It's a need to, and it's funny because if you can see both of these cards, it's like the energy is gaining momentum is a day, and it's grounded energy, and nothing is yet set in stone. It's night and it's water. Okay, so could be dealing with a earth sign and a water sign here, and then I also have don't let pride get in your way here with full moon and Leo. Okay, so we got earth, fire, and water energy here, which I really like. I do. And then we have full moon in Cancer. A personal issue reaches resolution, surrender to the divine. Yes, indeed, a time for healing. Emotions are running high, and meditate and contemplate. Okay, we got, what do we have out here? Cancer, Leo, Virgo, Pisces. Yes, ma'am. All right, so that is all that I have for you, Divine Feminine. I really feel like these Moonology cards are in regards to love, but there's definitely gonna be. I'm getting like there's a foreshadowing period. Like there's a foreshadowing period before something is clearing out, so that something can be presented new to you. And if this is in regards to love, then I feel like that's what this is. Take it as it resonates. If you feel like it's in regards to something else, then take it as that as well. All right. Okay, that is going to be the end of your reading, Divine Feminine. Like I said, this is going to be a timeless reading. I'm going to timestamp that first part from where this part starts, okay? Also, I am doing personal readings. If you're interested in a personal reading, please email me at www. Did I say www? With love, Kendra. 444, that's 3 4s at gmail.com. It's also going to be, the email is going to be in my description. Like I said, I'm accepting personal readings. I appreciate you, Divine Feminine. Love you much. Peace.